everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Jan, and in this video I'm going to show you some trades I made this week. So the previous week I showed you actually live trades and what I was thinking and how I was analyzing the market before I made the orders, before I put the orders, and then I was showing you how the orders worked, and then I was commenting on what was happening during the live trading and what I was thinking and what I was doing. So in this week I was not making those videos anymore because you were asking me about showing you some live trades, and I did last week, so you know how it works, and I think there is no point to make any more videos like that, but more to tell you and try to teach you about how to predict the market movements and how to use levels. And I think it's the most important. If you would learn how to analyze the market and predict movements with all those levels, you would not need any indicators, and you do know that I don't use really any indicators except Fibonacci, which some people believe it's indicator, but for me I don't think it's an indicator, because indicator is usually how you use it. You buy or sell wherever the indicator shows you. So like many people with Fibonacci lines, they buy or sell from the certain levels, like it gets to 78, so you like sell it, or it gets to 23, you buy it, or something like this, for example. Well, I don't do anything like that. That's why I only use them as levels, and also so I still draw my other lines, channels, and then from them I place the orders. So it's always using the Fibonacci lines and levels just as support or resistance. So, and I think if you know and learn how to do something like this, I think it is going to help you in trading, to trade successfully, let's say. So in this video I'll show you those trades I made, and of course again how what I was thinking about and how I analyzed the market. And warning as usual that Forex trading is a very risky business. You can make money, you can also lose, and you can lose even more when what you invested. So you should know about it. You should calculate your risks, use money management, and if you're not sure, then you need to ask for professional advice. So that's all. So remember about it. It's all risky. And now let's just look at the screen. So what do we have here? So let's just see first that this trades. You can see I'm showing to you from the 22nd of October, and which will close on 25th. Now I'll tell you and explain you what was happening. So you can see I had, let's just start like this. So you can see that it's the pound and also euro dollar, and so the other trade. So I had trade on 28th, and so it's euro dollar, and I had a little bit of Australian, then I had pound, a little bit of Canadian, and then pound again, and I had trades for euro. So that's all the trades for this week. We just started from the previous week. So you can see the previously I had news events. It's 22nd, and you saw the video about trading the news. And and as you remember, so we will back to this area, and I will show you on euro first. So you remember this, it's 22nd October, and this is the main news happened, and I made here the main trading, so main orders. And if you remember, I come out here, and so I will go back to a bigger time frame. So you can see I used Fibonacci lines to think where should I come out from the trade, and so it was around level 78 for that movement, and so this was my main decision. So after the news happened, of course I was still able to see and watch what's happening, And so I decided that the main movement has happened. We knew we were waiting for ECB, central bank rate decision, which we knew it wasn't going to change, but we were waiting then afterwards for some report like Draghi or something, report of the economy, politics, and so that was the main attention, and that what moved the market. And of course, I don't know, I have no idea what was in that report, what they were talking about. The market showed me everything. That's what I needed to know, is that what influence it's going to make, and obviously it moved down. So my next thought was just looking at the charts and looking at the market, knowing that the market was waiting for it, and it was already kind of moving down, and it helped continue the way down. So of course, remember I told you previously also, just before I placed the orders, that I will making live video. I was telling you about this level, remember, that we can see here is a triangle, and I was telling you that market will probably going to form a third bottom or going to break it. Well, while we still go around here, and that's how I was saying that yes, it might go up, but most of all it was kind of here, according to my triangle system, that it should still create the third, something around here, the third bottom. And this is exactly what happened. So that's why when the market moved down, of course, even though I still closed all my trades, I thought why I wouldn't, if already having a profit, why wouldn't I just risk and go for another trade and see if the actual market is going to reach that main level, the target, right? Because it's like everything was showing that it should happen. Why not? So, and of course that's why I decided when the market moved a bit more, you can see this is a level 78, where usually you would buy from this level. Yes, if you use it as an indicator, which I'm saying I don't use it as an indicator, it's just another level important. So that's why I thought, okay, maybe it will go up, but it didn't. When it started to go down again, breaking it, so I decided then I would sell a little bit more. So you can see it right here. And also, if you would go again on, let's say, before, let's say daily chart again. So I was looking at that movement, right? So so that was already around here. But what I did, I draw some more Fibonacci lines using this big movement. Why I was using this one is because if you watched my videos about Fibonacci, I was telling you that usually I would wait for, like, let's say, the walking, that Fibonacci, any movement up or down, it should be broken. So the market moves like this is the main point, right? Like this top and this bottom, and market moves around it. At one point it should either go up and break that level or go down and break that level. So obviously we can see that with these movements, like the market moved down and didn't continue way down, and it moved back according to Fibonacci. You can see it was on 70, it's 61 here. It's returned, but it didn't go high. Yeah, so because we would think, okay, with the Fibonacci, okay, we have the uptrend, then it should be correction up to like 61 or 78 level, a little bit lower maybe, and then it should go up, and should go high and break it, but it didn't. It didn't happen. So it started to break it down again, like correction again from that little movement, right? Which also stopped around level 61. So then it started uptrend again, and we were thinking, okay, maybe finally it's going to do that. No, it didn't. So it went down again. That's why I used this Fibonacci this time, and to see if finally this either going to go down and continue its way, because we also have like this main level here is a triangle, and or it will go and up to 78 level this time, because it was stopping at 61 twice, and then I'm thinking, okay, maybe it will go to 78 this time, and then we'll try to correct itself. So, and that's what was my main thoughts, and that's what I thought about when I was right here at that moment. So that's why I sold, and I was waiting. Okay, this is the 78 level. This is plus minus, could be a little bit low, a little bit high. It all depends on how you draw it, because if you would look back again, we have here also that spark or wing. Yeah, so it could be a little bit higher, it could be a little bit lower. So you can see it sits, yeah, okay, plus minus some should we call it some pips, you can see, but it's all around like 78, and so it's a bit lower, a bit higher now. So that's what was my thought. So when I opened the trade, as you can see, I actually closed half again, and so I secured myself, and then I just left it run, because wasn't expecting any other major news, anything else. So it was pretty quiet, and so the only thoughts were, so the market will just keep going, and usually I try to close everything, all positions during the day, but this time, but you see, when I'm saying to you also, when I see the opportunities, then I can trade for a few days, and that was exactly the moment when I saw the good opportunity for trading for a few days. And so I was waiting for opening the market. It's actually even broke that the main level hours, which was great, and I thought, okay, well, maybe the market will open with a gap. That gaps, I didn't make any videos about the gaps, but many of you probably would know that quite often when something is happening in the market, it can open with a gap. And of course I thought, well, okay, it might jump up or it might jump back, but if it would even jump up, I already secured myself around here somewhere, so I thought, well, 100 pips jump up. Well, yes, it could be, but will it be? I don't think so, because we already kind of saw that the market actually started to move down and even broke one of the main levels, important levels. So I thought, hopefully it will jump down, and then I can close before it will start to correct itself. But it didn't. There was no gap, and so the market opened on Monday, or on Sunday actually. For some of you on Monday, for some of you on Sunday, depends where you are in the world. So for me it was Sunday, so it's opened here with just a little gap, and I just closed my positions around here somewhere. And that's all. But you can see the market actually was continuing, like creating another little channel, mini trend channel, like I would say. These little ones, I call them mini trend channels. So it's like just my thing, I call them like that. You can see that the blue lines right here, right? So I could draw already a downtrend channel, which is the main one. This is what I call main downtrend channel. And then inside it, the mini trend channel. So that mini trend channel, I didn't trade on Monday, and I didn't trade on Tuesday. I was waiting for Wednesday when we had news again. And so I was just watching the market to see what is going to happen during the week. So you can see I didn't see any opportunities. There were no horizontal channels. Of course I could try to do something around there, but I didn't see any opportunities. I didn't want to risk anything. I was just waiting for the news event. News event on the 28th, and it's again, the system, little channel, and again this good movement happened, and you could make money again. Unfortunately, I had some technical issue. I was not in that trade, so I missed it. And then you can see right here, I think it's 28, like this one. Yes, unfortunately. And so I had to jump in to the trade manually a bit later. You can see it's like 6 minutes, but it's not because I decided to do it later. No, it's because I had a really problem with the computer. So technical problem, and so I missed that big movement, which would have been a very good, it's like 90 pips, and so I could come in only in this area. So I just jumped in, and I had a possibility. I saw the market started to move, and it's already moved a lot, and I just jumped into this trade. And also, as I already had my levels here, you can see I knew that probably that would have been a target area, that level. And so you can see I closed some positions again, half, this is 0.05, and the rest I closed around this area, and the market started to correct itself. So it started to create a new, you can see another uptrend, mini trend. So here we go. So I made on this, and then next day I didn't trade because I was watching, waiting for reaction of the markets, in thinking, okay, so what I was thinking of is that will the market break in this area? Will it break that level? I think I can remove this Fibonacci lines for now. because we don't need them right now. And just go back to where I was. So now you can see the main Fibonacci I removed because the market has already moved even more than 78 for the big movement. Still didn't break anything yet, but right now I was concentrating on this little mini movement, let's say, and so I draw the new Fibonacci by using this mini movement. So that little movement, and of course, as I'm saying again, that only gave me a view of thinking, okay, the market has started to correction. Will it reach the level 78? Will it reach the level 61 or 50? We know that it can turn at any of those levels of correction. So, but what I did, of course, as you can see, we had already one top and we had another top. So I draw this main level, and so of course that was another target, let's say that level 1, and we still had our very big one from the daily chart, this green line you can see. So of course before reaching that, the market should break that level, right, from those tops, and if it will break, the next one would be the main one, the blue one. Let's just go back to the bigger chart again. You can see what's happening. Yeah, so market moved down. It's created us, because we have one bottom and we have like two tops, let's say, like mini top, but some area here we could draw our level for now and have two bottoms, so we could use two bottoms now and these tops, and this is the main downtrend channel, right, which can of course change a bit, depends on what's going to happening, but right now it's the main, but it's a very big one. So I mean, like to go from that level to go to that level, it's like 200 or 200, 230, 190, depends how fast market moves. It's quite far away, so that's why we still can trade inside, and before it reaches any of those big ones, so we're using the little ones. And here we can see is that creating that little top and that top, we could predict a bit where it's going to be, well, the target, let's say. This is the moment where the market would move. So what I did, as you can see, is I draw another mini trend channel there. So it was going up, so let's say we didn't see anything like that area. It's not happened yet here, right? So when it was moving up and up, see, as I didn't trade it day because I didn't see any opportunities. There is no my horizontal channel, there is nothing. You can see it's correction of this trend. Is it 100% sure about it? No, of course not. Thinking yes, it is moving, by the look of it, it does move, and getting closer to 61 to 78, and it's getting closer to our red line. You see that, right? From these two tops. So thinking, okay, well, it's getting quite close, and I decided that why wouldn't I again place the orders for this up trend channel, and again orders from that channel, and from that board of the channel, and from that board of the channels, maybe the market will reverse here and then it drop, or maybe go up and go to this area. So that's all, and you can see this. These are two trades. That's exactly what I did. So of course I wasn't watching every moment of the market moving. I just placed my orders again, yes, with the expert, which you can do manually, just placing the alarms. You can place alarms around the areas of the price. You know it's around here, you know it might break here, you can place price around here, alarms, and then just when the market will get really close to it, then you can start watching it, and then you can place, like, let's say 20 pips above to pick your area somewhere around here, and you can place your manual orders. It's not it's harder a little bit, so you would need to spend a bit more time to checking out on what's going on. And of course with experts, I placed it and I just walked away, and then I come back at the end of the day. I find out that I had two, you can see these are two trades which happened. So the market did exactly as predicted in one direction, that it broke this area, and it made me my 10 pips profit, and then I made another 10 pips. You can see this, and on trading stop it closed another 10, and it even broke a little bit this level, as you can see. Like usually I'm telling you that it can stop slightly lower than that, next to it, or a little bit higher, but it didn't reach the daily one, that big one, and so it reached 78, slightly higher, and then it turned around. And now you can see it's actually come back to this kind of level. I mean, it's broke it a little bit here. It's broke a little bit here, but because it's this kind of end of the week, so it's stopped now. And of course now what to do is Monday I probably ain't gonna trade, because now I have to see what's gonna happen, how the market will behave. Again, you can see that's what I'm saying. I don't trade every day. I need to see what's happening in the market. When I don't see my main horizontal channels, I look for some other opportunities. But that's all. It's all levels, it's all predictions, it's all analyzing the market, nothing else. And yeah, next week there will be news again. And of course need to see what's going to happen, like on Monday. I guess Monday will show a little bit what is happening, and then to check it out again what the other news are going to be. And I'll make some more videos, I guess, later, and to tell you a little bit more details, like let's say day trading, what you should start from, what you should look at, well, what I do, let's say, what I'm looking at. And also with these channels, the trend channels, a bit more details. Also, I'll probably make another video where I'm telling you about my little details again, let's say, what I'm looking at. And yeah, so well, pound, if you go, as you know that euro dollar is my favorite currency. Pound is not as good as euro dollar I like, but it was the same. You can see on 28th, on 22nd, that when the news were happening, you know that I made some profit with the pound, and then I did the same. I sold a little bit more, and using also again, if you would remember from the previous videos when I was making, you remember this area when I was trading that area, and then it's broke like level 23 Fibonacci. I'm not going to draw it right now because it's quite a long video, but you understand when it's broke the main level 23 on Fibonacci. That's why I decided to sell, because it was an important level. It was like quite a few days around that level. I see it's finally broke, so I risked it again. I sold it, and then it's moved, and the same I closed it at the beginning of the week, the same as a euro, and you can see that actually it corrected itself, and then it's actually created a channel. Then you could use channel here. I didn't, because I said I didn't wanted to go in any trades, just wanted to see what's going to happen for the news. You can see it was like at 38, 36 pips movement, which is enough. And it's also only like what, about 10 pips width. I know some of you were asking that if that system is still working. Well, you can see if there are conditions in the market, it's working. But if like its market moves like up and down, where we usually have looking for horizontal, if sometimes yes, you can see it happens, but it's very rare. Like this time, this month, what, only once. I don't know, on the pound maybe it was more days, because I don't trade this currency very often, but you can see these opportunities. 1 hour chart, you can see on the 15-minute chart, it's better view. You can see now this is your channel, it's all working. It's just different situations on the market. You just need to look for all these opportunities, that's all. And then the same, this news is telling you where I had for pound too. I placed for both euro and for pound, but I had technical problem, and then my trade only worked out around here, and it was actually, you can see, for until the next day it's moving inside. You can see if I'll show you here, that's the, it's not the one, that's the pound for the after news, the big one, and the other pound, so that's the one, that the little one, I had to close it next day with at least some profit again. You can see with a little profit, because obviously after that news, which I missed, and jump into the trade too late for pound, and then you can see it started to create this channel, which is also a channel, except this one is a little bit wide, it's about 15 pips, but it's still a channel that you can trade. You can see you could place your orders around that channel, and you can see how market moved quite a lot actually. And so if you would look in there, again, it's a little bit okay, I don't is that one? Yeah, I think it is the one. Okay, there was a little bit of trade. I can't remember what that one was. That probably was that one. Yeah, I think that was the one. And yeah, it's actually did. I had to. Yeah, actually it was closed. You can see that some positions I actually managed to close here, and the rest I closed the next day. That's what happened. Closed here by the trading stop, by the look at. Yeah. So that's how it worked on that. And the other one was also this trade, and which I did manually. And yeah, so it was that one. When I told you that was also good horizontal channel, which was a little bit wider than the usual ones, but I decided to go for it, and I made a little profit on this movement, which actually, as you can see, continued. Maybe I should have taken a little bit more risk and continue trading it, because look how far pound. I don't even know, because I'm telling you I don't trade pound too much, but look how much it moved. I don't know what the news were for pound or something. It's like 190 pips, but it's not one of the currencies I trade quite often. So what was in there, why I actually come out here quite early, is because if you would look at that trend, yeah, the trend, I closed it because of this trend. So it was quite hard to draw, so it could have been a bit. So how I had it like this. That was my trend for pound, because that was the main point when the pound moved the direction. See, it was moving like consolidating, let's say, yeah, and then it started to move from this point. So from that point and to that point, that's how I tried to draw. And as I didn't have much of here, that was a bit too much to use these two. So if it will be like this, then it's too narrow, and that's why I was using some other things, but that was the main one. So I was plus minus trying to draw it using then that point. So something around like this when it's moved, and I had still this point, and that bottom didn't reach that channel. So that's why that's what were my thoughts. So it's about plus minus again, if it's moved a little bit lower, a little bit higher. That's why I thought I will just come out. You can see around here. So I came in here and I come out around this area, because it was close to this. Of course I could have placed the orders on this level and try to catch that movement, but I didn't do that, because I say this is not, I'm not really following much for pound news. I don't know if it was for a pound out there, but it must be something important, maybe, I don't know. So you can see, and also here's one of the lines is using one of the bottoms. Then there was another bottom here. So I had some kind of points to look at this area. So that's how it's, let's say this is like the safest mode of trading. Let's say I'm calling it myself as a safe mode of trading. And that's how I worked on the pound. And now you can see it's moved back to this area again. You can see it's around there where we started from. We're around here somewhere in pound, like back to here. And well, we'll have to see, will it try to come back into this channel again? Because it was before, you can see it was sitting in that channel. It's like trying to break this level. I'm not sure if I will be trading this the pound again this week. We'll see what's gonna happen, because you can see it's back kind of to this important level. that channel, and I tried to break in, but it didn't get inside it yet. So it's not inside unless I can try to move this down, let's say, and then I can say that it actually is inside. So will I go back to this level and go inside it and try to break it at one point? I don't know. That's what we need to see, understand. So that's why Monday is for me, I'm not going to trade Monday. I'm going to see what's going to happen. And let's go and have a look at Australian, because I had very small trades here for Australian. Just when it was breaking that level, I sold a little bit, and so when the market was like going back and down again, so I closed the positions here. So this was just a little trade, as I kind of thought it's not going to continue movement. So as I kind of had just closed it, as it wasn't strong and nothing was going on for Australian, so I just closed it. And Canadians actually had very beautiful trend, which I'm saying there are some details which I will probably make another video about. Trades you can make trades. You can like trade this area, you can trade that area, you can trade this. So these are all like mini trend channels inside where you could trade. So, and then you can see that this is breaking the main uptrend, and it's broke here, and I made this is a little other trend mini channel, and I made a little bit of profit in here, which you can see also. It's like here, yeah, this is Canadian. So I put the mini lots, like really 0.04, and I closed 10 pips and then another 10 pips. So no, not another 10 pips, less. So around here something. So as I'm saying, this is not my main currency, that's why I'm like a bit more attentive, not more attentive, I'm more worried about them to trade, and that's why I place like mini micro lots for them, and just to go for some small profits if I can get something. So, and you can see now that it's actually changing the direction, the trend, like how I would draw the trend right now. I will use these two, but it's plus minus. You can see this is not, the main is this point. This is where the trend started to change. So the trend was going up and now it's changing in here. That's why this is the top of the new trend. So it all depends what's going to happen around here. Like right now, again, wouldn't trade or do anything until it will create something else. This is not enough right now at this moment. If we had enough inside here, let's say even from this area, maybe it would have been also too early, but like this area would have been very good for trading, and also this area. But right now, because with this, you have no any kind of confirmation, let's say, because you can draw it also that way. So it's possible that because you have more touch-ups here, the market touch this area more. You see this, and this, it has like three times touch in that level, so that one could be like this. So that's possibly, maybe this will continue going down to this level. Maybe it'll break it, maybe it will go back up. So that's why we need to see what's going to happen around here. Right now it's quite hard to say. I mean, if we'll go like in 15 minutes and see if it's creating, you can see it's creating a very nice little channel. But right now its market is closed, and how it's going to open, I don't know. We need to see, but it's a really nice little channel which you can use for trading. For example, let's see, it's only like about, oh, it's enough, it's like 40-50 pips. We can move to this area, so we can like, and it's going up to like 90 pips. But as I'm saying, is even if it looks quite nice little channel, but we don't know, because it could be, it's just we don't know. As I'm saying, it's quite hard to say, you see, because it could be like this, and which also can still try to break, and then we would need to see what we have. One of the levels is here, right? Like that bottom. So that, like, let's say like that bottom, it's it's only like 28 pips. You can see, so it might not be enough movement if it's if it will look like this way. So I'm saying there are some details and some things about the trend channels which you need to consider and look at. Also, it could be because that was the up and down, and it could be something like that using this little button too. Doing like that, but to be honest, I would draw it more like that, really like this. That's what I'm saying. This is the only beginning, and it's quite hard when it's only starting to create a trend. So let's say roughly it's like this, but of course remember this is only beginning, and we need to know and think about that area, because we have here, this is the bottom. So will it break it? Will it not? It's all we need to know. So it can break, and you can still do something about it. But it closed like this right now, and it's hard to say. We need to see how the market will open and what it's going to do. Okay, that's all for now. I hope it was interesting for you. Again, you learned something, you understand a bit more, and that's all for now. And if you really liked it, don't forget to subscribe, and bye everyone.